Welcome to the No BS Short-Term Rental Podcast, an unfiltered look into the global vacation and short-term rental industry.
I'm Mateo Bradford.
And I'm John Stokinger.
And this is our podcast. We bring the right people to the table at the right time, giving you an inside view and take on the short-term rental industry like no other podcast can.
Morning, Mateo. How are you, man?
Doing just fine, brother. How are you?
I'm good. It's season 2, episode 25, and a little bit earlier than normal. We're recording. It's just you and me, which is always nice and refreshing. I love that. Just to to get caught up into a little or context to that is you're performing your civil duty this week. Like,
I'm on jury duty.
Yeah. So
yep, it's real, man. And I couldn't. Not that I couldn't get out of it. This is one of those times where I won't say much, but I will say I actually got selected for a trial. So it's not like I'm just sitting around waiting to call in and to be honest, bro, it hit the ground running. I think because of COVID and everything else, there's just this backlog of cases. So they're like, oh, jurors. their whole like they're all super, everyone's super nice. The judges like come down and individually talk to you and they're like, oh, thank you for coming in. We haven't been able to have live cases for so long, and now that just your presence in the bill, it's some surreal shit. It's weird.
That's insane. Yeah. Well, I'm excited to hear about it when it's all said and done, and you can chat about it, and maybe we'll do a little jury duty recap. Could be kind of fun to hear.
Shit. Yeah.
It's right along the lines of what we do. So this is going to be a shorter episode. Before we get into this, I want to go ahead and just remind everyone, if you're liking what you're hearing here on the show, please like our podcast, leave a review. We have, go to our Spotify review there, go to our Apple podcast, leave a review there. We love the 5 stars, but if you like what you hear, leave a comment too, to tell us why you like the show. We'd love to hear that. We've had some new developments on the show that we're super, super excited about. We have some amazing guests, like, trust me, amazing guests lined up. We also have a something that we just turned on the burner, and we're seeing if this is going to simmer. We might have a really cool surprise at the end of the year. And lastly, we switched over again. We've gone, for those in the podcast world, we started off in Buzzsprout, and then we were there until we went over to the hospitality.fm family, and we switched to Captivate at that time. And we saw greater insights into our numbers. And that was kind of fun to go ahead and see that. But now we've actually joined the hospitality.fm family, has joined Spotify's family, and we've transitioned over to Megaphone. It's a little bit different insights, but what I can tell you is our numbers are going up. And that's really exciting for me, for this nerd that sits here and just like stares at numbers more than I should, because I was pleasantly surprised on the Spotify viewership and how whatever crazy algorithms behind the scenes are working. We're getting more downloads. We're getting more listenership. We're getting like people are listening longer. Really exciting stuff. I'm excited to see where this is going to go.
Yeah. Huge thank you to everyone who listens, supports. I think we left off our YouTube fans. So anyone who watches,
all 10 of you.
Hey, we're going to step our video game up. So
we are for sure. And shout out to Mark at Boostly, who and the few others that consistently will jump in and throw a comment and I don't reply to. So I need to go ahead and work on that.
You just replied right now. So
I did.
Thanks, we love y'all and miss y'all, man. Like, there's a lot going on right now. Like, things are back booming. Like, there's people going back over the pond. There's a lot.
I love it.
I kind of got some FOMO, man. Like,
I do too. I'm not gonna lie. I have a little bit of FOMO, but at the same time, like I know that I'm going places that other people aren't too. So like I'm on that travel circuit, but just a different travel circuit. But yeah, I'm totally missing out on I wish I was over for the, what was it? It was the Shortyz over to the short-term summit.
Short-term summit scale. Shout out to Damien.
I think
in Barcelona.
Well, for those that are listening, it would have started. It would have started yesterday, because we'll post this tomorrow. But let's quickly, what I wanted to do with the Shortyz, and we had a lot of focus on it last year, and hopefully we'll get some of these winners on this year. I want to quickly go and just give a shout out to the Shortyz winners, because it looked like we missed definitely have some FOMO with that.
Yeah. Shout out to Paul, shout out to the Shortyz, shout out to Pierce, that whole group that puts everything on. They work their ass off to put on an event. They were the first to kind of really do it in this space in this way. So shout out to everybody who was nominated. We'll dig into some a little bit about some people that won. But shout out to everyone over there. Definitely has some FOMO. We definitely got to get over there soon.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just go down through the list and just shout out the winners here. For the sustainability award, congrats to Emerald Stay. They won that one. I'm super proud of them. Every one of these have great competition. We're not going to list everybody that was on the short list. We're just going to list the winners because we'll be here forever. But the Consumer Champion Award, Noise Aware.
Shout out to Noise Aware.
Best Drive to Market Operator, Pass the Keys. Congrats to them.
Yeah.
Most effective use of social media, Beach Retreats.
Nice.
Congrats.
Nice. Beach Retreats.
Best app or website solution, Superhog.
Yeah, there you go. Shout
Leo
out to
Leo
and team and Humphrey and all you guys over there, man. Great job, Camilla.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Best home automation solution or product. Breezeway took this one. Congrats.
Oh, wow. Congrats. Yeah. Congrats,
Jeremy, Corinne, the whole team over there at Breezeway. Awesome. Well deserved.
Definitely.
Best corporate accommodations booking channel. Trusted Stays. Congrats, Trusted.
All right. Trusted Stays. Congratulations.
Best OTA online accommodation booking platform goes to Homes and Villas by Marriott. Congrats.
That's a big okay. That's a big one. All right, Marriott Homes and Villas. See flexing out there. Good job.
Yeah, flexing on best OTA. Congratulations. Best sales and marketing campaign. Home to Go. The Home to Go Hidden Gem Index won this one. Congrats.
Definitely.
Best ancillary service provider. Oh, look at this. Breezeway coming in with 2.
Wow.
What? Coming in with 2.
That's right. I saw Simon's picture on LinkedIn where he was holding both. Shout out to Simon. What's up, brother, man? We miss you. He was holding both the Breezeways trophies.
Oh yeah, because he was holding it for them because they weren't in on there.
Exactly.
Right. That's awesome. He accepted for them. Best holiday site operator, Smiling House Luxury. Congratulations.
Right. Shout out to Mariah. Yeah.
Best mobile rental accommodations company, Outdoorsy. Congratulations, Outdoorsy. Best channel manager goes to Rentals United. Shout out to the Rentals United team. They're doing some great things. We're
James, the team over there. Great guys.
Good stuff. Best property management system goes to Hostfully. Congrats.
Shout out to Hostfully, Margot, Margot, the whole team over there. They do an amazing job. So congratulations.
Best subscription membership model company, Love Home Swap. Congrats to Love Home Swap. And best leisure property management company goes to Host and Stay. Congrats, Host and Stay. Best urban property management company goes to Sexton Stays. Congrats, Brandreth and team. Really, really proud of you all.
Definitely.
Innovator Disruptor Award goes to Cassandra Sasso of Wander. She's out of Australia. Congrats to Cassandra.
Yeah.
Well deserved. And here we go. Rising Star, Brandreth Canali, Brandreth. Sexton Stays, Rising Star Award. Congrats.
Shout out to our girl, Brandon.
Last but not least, Pioneer Award goes to Fiona Campbell, ASSC. Congrats.
I love about these. I love it's international, man. Like I love you got everyone from Miami to Australia. So it's a good reach. So congrats to all the winners. Definitely congrats to everyone who was nominated. And it's to me, I love it. This is exciting. It's, as these awards grow, there's new awards coming up and coming out. I see this as just continual growth. And, you got to, we're big on giving flowers, right? We want to give people their flowers while we're here. I think it's important to acknowledge, the people's work. And, people are like, oh, why do we have awards and stuff like that? Because, people work their ass off in this industry. People, it's good to be acknowledged. And one thing I like about the Shortyz is, your peers vote on it, right? Like a lot of it is, it's not a silo kind of in the back of the room. Sometimes like you get to be voted on by your peers in the space. And so shout out to everyone that won. Shout out to the people putting it on. It takes a tremendous amount of work to get these things knocked out and executed. And hey, here's to being back. How about that?
And to the people that organize these events, holy shit.
Right.
Like there's so many, like the behind the scenes stuff that goes into event. Like I know, at Res Fest a couple years ago, right before COVID, we put on an event in Vegas. And like it was just a small event, but like all the details and paint, and it was like it's a job in itself just to go ahead and put these events on. And that was tiny. Yeah. Like I couldn't imagine like coordinating like an award show. Yeah. Or coordinating one of these like scale that's tomorrow and short-term stay and like all these upcoming, like I'm going to be at the we're talking about these upcoming events. See, we have the executive summit. Yep. That's coming right up, and I think I fly in on Wednesday down in just north of Miami there. It's insane. There's another event that is like a short-term event in that a bunch of short-term. It's in Nashville, and that's just like a week later.
Telling me about that. Yeah,
it's the STR Wealth Conference, and there's going to be 1,000 attendees there. And it's brand new and it's more for hosts. But it's a little bit in investing and stuff like that, but
that's huge.
It's huge.
1,000 people is huge. Yeah. That's a big thing, man.
And then we got DARM coming up in August.
Speaking of which, shout out to Amy for that conference that they just had. I heard that was great. I've heard nothing but great things about, and, speaking of people that put on amazing shows, and work their ass off, shout out to Amy Hino, and the people and her teams that put together their events. I heard nothing but great things about what went on in the Ozarks. So I definitely want to have to check that out. Had some FOMO about that too.
Yeah, me too. It's smart. I like that, we've all known on this side of space that the Ozarks are starting to take off and been taking off. And they're they are the whole Branson scene there is really it's Gatlinburg 2.0. It's just a little more west. But a similar type of Pigeon Forge Gatlinburg feel with, you got your shows and your dinner theater and all this kind of stuff. But the draw that takes, and it's super smart. And
this isn't something new that just popped up, right?
No, but
there and traveling to these areas forever. So like these are these markets that are traditional vacation rental markets that are still booming.
Yeah, right? but for STR has been it was a little bit slower to take off there, and now it's just skyrocketing.
Yeah.
And I love that in the photos. Yeah, I definitely have some FOMO.
It's always the pictures that get you. Yeah. No, but shout out to Amy and everyone putting on those conferences. And it's just good to see. It's good to see the diversity of conferences that are coming up. It's good to see that, and it's new opportunities for people to get together, exchange ideas, talk, learn, bring more, learn more, get better. From the vendors, of course, they're excited because they get to see more managers. But for managers and hosts and others, like this is, it just feels like it's a time of growth. And I think the industry is going to be 100% the beneficiary of that growth.
It's hard. It's hard on us vendors on this side of it because we're like, oh man, like the amount of shows that are happening this year is immense. Like I've never seen so many shows. And like, I'm looking at my September calendar. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows in September alone. And some of them are overlapping. So I can't even go to them. Like I have to send some other of our team is going to one and we're going to another. With that said, like I want to encourage any property manager that has not gone to a conference don't worry about picking the right one. Like, I don't know, there's so many to choose from. They're all good. You're going to get to, like, for me and for, when I talk to property managers and, the most value, yeah, there's great learnings and there's great insights, but the most valuable thing that I've always gotten and received at shows is just the camaraderie, the networking.
Yeah.
Like that is what this is all about. And our industry is so good and being cool with sharing ideas and like we're all in competition, but we're not. We're all here together because as a whole, we all care about this space.
Yeah.
And like any one of these shows, you're gonna meet some people that are gonna turn into lifelong friends. They're gonna turn into colleagues. If they aren't ready, you're gonna call them every 2 weeks and talk about things that have gone on. Like, this is what it's all about. Every one of these shows that we're looking at going to with Hopper are super valuable insights. And I'm super like every one of these I'm excited about.
Right.
I mean, I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I have 10 more shows between now and the end of the year. It's insane.
That's crazy. But it's a good thing. I mean, makeup time. Let's go. Time to get back at it. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For sure. We got so much going on. What's new for you outside of you? I mean,
outside of jury duty.
Outside of jury duty. That must be hard, man. Like, cause for me, like, I know even when I take like an extra, like a long weekend, right? I take an extra day. I'm so far behind for the rest of my week. I couldn't imagine having jury duty.
Just, I'll be 100% honest. I'm so, if I owe you a call or an email, it's not because I'm just behind. I'm getting to it. Yeah, it's but again, doing my civic duty, right? So that's really what we're pinning it on. And no, but life's good, man. Lots of things going. Eddie's is running. Anthony's, working his butt off. Our team, Krista, shout out to everyone out there. They're all running crazy.
Did I just see last night that you officially announced a raise?
I don't know if I'm
it was on LinkedIn.
Oh, yeah.
It was on LinkedIn.
If it's on LinkedIn, then
1.1 million.
Yeah, Anthony with that. Anthony's been working his ass off, man, to make this model work. And this has been, with what we do and who we're serving, it's not been an easy problem to solve. And speaking to all the founders and everybody out there that really built anything from the ground up and kind of built it out the mud, this is we're not exempt from the growing pains of startups, but we are extremely fortunate to have someone who's driven, knowledgeable, to have the support of the community, both STR and the military support, the military and federal government community supporting what we're doing. And we're just building, really focusing, mindset focus on growth right now and just pushing that out there. So, but enough self-promoting at ease for federal government travelers and their families and veterans.
Nice. I like that enough, but here's my last.
I don't like talking about our stuff personally, because it's not about us, man. It's about this industry and how exciting it is to be a part of this right now. And so many good things coming. I think really excited about the rest of the year. And if anybody who knows me knows this is, if not the highlight of my week, it is always one of the highlights of my week to be able to come on here and have conversations with just the diversity of our industry. And I use that diversity in a word that is not meant to offend, divide, or do anything else, but there's so many different stories, and being able to get in here, talk with you, go back and forth, and, really learn, about people is, it's what keeps me excited to continue to do this. So I'm glad to be doing it with you, man. We don't get to talk as much. So
well, back at you, man. There's nobody else I would do this with. So we got that going for us. So I was in market last week, between, I recorded last week's episode for my car. You've done that, but we did, I was in Anna Maria and Siesta, and then I was in, Tampa, Clearwater area, St. Pete. And the best part about that is just, I love it when you walk through a door and you have a meeting and they're excited to see you because, you know, you've met them in the past, or they know you're no bullshit, right? They know you come through, and just being able to catch up. You know, I haven't seen some of these people in 2 years in person, you know, because they haven't been at the same shows or whatever. And, you know, there was one shout out if you're listening, but I'm not going to name names. So there was one person that it's gone through some hard times recently that I was actually able to go and stop by her house and meet with her there. And it was awesome. I'd never met her in person, but we've had dealings in the past, and just to connect. And we sat in her backyard on this like little patio area there. And we just, you know, talked back and forth about the industry and about growth. And, you know, it was amazing. And that's what this is all about. You know, that's what these, you know, just these connections and, you know, you know, shout out if you're listening. But it was great. And I'm excited to do more of that. And everyone that is a road warrior, like ourselves, sometimes, you know, that's what it all comes down to. It's these meaningful connections.
Yeah, it is.
Well, let's wrap this one up. We're coming in strong next week with an amazing guest. We got some new things on the horizon. Season 2, episode 26 next week. This week is a short and sweet. Thank you so much for listening. If you're listening and you love what you hear, leave a review. Let us know. We're excited that you listen, and we're going to keep growing right alongside you.
And if you're on YouTube, listen, like, subscribe, hit the notification button so you can find out all of the wonderful things that we are doing on the No BS Short-Term Rental Podcast that you would love to be informed about.
Yeah, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Insta. We're on all those platforms. Thanks so much for listening.
Have a great week, everyone.